it's Elle and welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me. Yes, we are in a little bit of a different setting. For the next few weeks, I have some family in town and some stuff going on in our house, so you will see me here quite often. But today we are going to be doing a requested video, which is if I had one product for each category of makeup, what would it be? Like if it was my go-to, I could only pick one. And this is going to be my affordable makeup edition of that. So before we get started, hit the subscribe button, share this video with somebody that you think might like it, and let's do it. One of my subscribers asked me if you could have only one item for each category of makeup, what would it be? And so I thought, let me know if you guys want me to do a more luxury edition of this. And I thought it would be nice to start off this little, if you want it to be a series, with more affordable makeup. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to start out with our eyes, all right? So we are going to start out with our eyes. I first have to tell you though this is the Revlon Colorstay cream eyeshadow in number 720. This is one of my absolute holy grail cream eyeshadows, no matter what the price point is. My go-to color and go-to cream eyeshadow. Every time I wear this, y'all ask me every time what I'm wearing. I'm not going to do this today, but I wanted to bring it up because this formula is amazing. I'm going to be linking everything down in the description box as well. All right, so this took me a while to figure out what palette would I use if this was the situation. And this one is by Zoeva, and it is the Caramella. So this is the Caramella palette, and it is stunning, okay? This is what it looks like on the inside. And of course, this does not come as any shock to you all. These are very much the colors I gravitate towards when I am doing my makeup. I really enjoy their brushes as well. Very reasonably priced. So I'm gonna go in with this color right here and apply it all over my eyelid. I'm gonna scooch you in. There we are. This palette retails only for $26.50. You cannot beat it. Yes, the e.l.f. palettes are really good, but I find myself gravitating a little bit more towards this palette or her palettes, Zoeva's palettes, because they are so easy to blend and easy to use and nice and pigmented. So we are going to go into this color right here and start our transition color. And this is Finish Sensual. Love the names. And we're going to go with a nice big fluffy brush. This is a Zoeva brush in 227. And we're going to build up a nice little contour here. Again, this look, or the look I'm doing today, is not going to shock you. This is definitely a look that I would do on a very everyday basis. It is some of my tried and true techniques, and I do use this palette and many other Zoeva often. And this is going to be a very quick, easy, almost an eye you guys could recreate if you don't have a lot of time in the morning. Now I'm going to go into this beautiful color right here, which is called Alchemy. And we're just going to build this up here in the corner. And I'm just using these short little feathery strokes. We're just going to build some definition and take that bad boy and blend it up into the crease. Yes. Look how pretty those colors are. So many usable and wearable colors in this palette. Really, really beautiful. And if I really wanted to, which we will do today, we are going to try to amp up this just a little bit. And we're going to go into this beautiful color right here, which is called Edible Gem. And I'm going to take it on a little Luxie brush, and we're just going to build up the corner ever so slightly. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on an easy triangle eyeshadow look, which is very similar to what we're doing right now, let me know, and I will do a Makeup 101 on that. So like a little teaching course on how to create this kind of faded ombre outer V moment. Going back in with my first brush and just starting to blend. I'm going to take this beautiful color right here, which is called 182 Celsius right here. It's a beautiful gold color on my finger. And we're just going to pop a little bit right here. It's very pigmented when you use your finger. Okay, look how pretty that is. Yes. And we're just gonna blend that out. All right, then for the, we'll do a little bit more on the underneath as well. Then for my eyeliners, I've always gravitated towards the Pixie by Petra's eyeliners. This is in one of my favorite colors, which is called Matte Mulberry. And I'm gonna do a little bit of tight lining as well as lining the top of my eyelid. And I love this color because it's rich, it's not necessarily black, and I'm really messy when I do this. I'm going to take my same Luxie brush, and we're just going to blend that out. Give that a little bit of smoke, just to intensify it, like that. And a little bit underneath the eyelash. Really creamy, really affordable, great product, cruelty-free as well. Now, when I went to look for a mascara, I don't have a ton of mascaras that I love from the drugstore, but I do love L'Oreal's Lash Paradise. It is, for me, the best dupe for Better Than Sex from Too Faced, as well as it's a really good dupe for Hourglass's new mascara. This mascara is only $9.99. It's nice and big, and it really stays put. That's the thing. It's not waterproof, but it would fool me. It stays on so long. And it's really nice and black. Isn't that pretty? All right, so I'm gonna go finish the rest of my other eye, and I'll be right back. All right, so both eyes are on. Let's get to the skin. Now, I have two primers that I wanna tell you about. The first one is this one by NYX Honeydew Me. It is one of the ones I've talked about for probably close to 3 years. I love this. It's really great for drier skin types, somebody that wants a little bit more of a glow, more hydration, but not so much of a luminous primer. So something that maybe has a little bit of shift to it or creates a little bit more of that kind of illuminating glow to the skin. This is fantastic by NYX. This primer is $17, which is a little bit pricier, I think, but in my opinion, you only need very little and well worth it. So the one we're going to use today, though, is this one by Covergirl, and it is the Vitalist Go Glow. It has a little bit of a golden undertone to it. And this primer is only $8.49. And all I do is just put it on my hand, just like this. It reminds me a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Primer. That's what it reminds me of. All right. It's definitely not for somebody, obviously, that has oily skin. It is for sure somebody that has more normal to dry skin, because it's very hydrating. But see how it gives a beautiful kind of shifty glow to the skin? Love it. So for foundation, this took me a minute to figure out which drugstore foundation I would honestly pick out of all of them at this moment in time. It went through so many that I was back and forth on, but this one for me weighs out. This is the CYO foundation, and this foundation is only $7. You just can't beat it. And this is color 105. And if I was to pick a sponge, no matter what the price was, it's the Real Techniques foundation sponge. This is the best sponge. I absolutely love it. It's very affordable and you can get it anywhere, and I love it. I gravitate towards this, and I'll be very honest, I love my beauty blender. Those are what I pack in my kit, but for myself, I don't gravitate towards that as much as I used to. I just really gravitate towards this sponge. And for this foundation, you don't necessarily need an illuminizing primer, but sometimes it's fun just to give a little bit of glow. And you'll understand why too whenever I talk to you about the powder I've chosen. I mean, you just can't beat it. This foundation is so beautiful. I love it. I have a Foundation Friday on this video, so if you're looking for more in-depth information, it'll be in my Foundation Friday playlist. All right, favorite concealer. It's been on my list for many years, is the Instant Age Rewind by Maybelline. One of my absolute favorite go-tos. And I do have a tendency to apply a little bit more than I normally would with another concealer because it is a thinner consistency. So if you want a lighter, obviously, application, don't apply as much as me. But for me, this is, I've used this for so long, I know exactly the amount that works for me. And we just blend and buff that in. There we are, we're coming together. All right, let's talk about powder. So you know me, I don't love drugstore powders. Just for me, I've never found one that I really enjoy. The only one that I really enjoy is this one. This is the Covergirl Advanced Radiance powder, okay? This is, oh, by the way, Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer is $9.99. You can't beat it. But this powder is $5.49, and it is by far the only powder that I use from the drugstore that I have really been enjoying. And I just take it on a, semi-fluffy brush, and I start to buff this in the skin. This is a pressed powder foundation. So what that means is that it is a foundation. So that's why I kind of went a little bit glowier with the application of foundation, just to make sure that I wasn't too matte. And I have been known to sweep this a little bit under the eyes, just ever so slightly, and give this a whole nice set. But today we're going to be talking all about this guy, which is the CoverGirl Sculpting Face Palette. And this is in Bloom Babe. And this palette I saw online for between $9.98 and $13.49. And what I love is that it has bronzer, highlighter, and blush. And it's beautiful colors, really beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to go into the bronzer in this palette, and I'm just going to take it on a little Morphe 530 brush. And for me, this is a beautiful color for a bronzer. And you'll notice that on an everyday basis, or things that I would gravitate towards, or that I do gravitate towards, I don't contour hardly ever unless I am going to some sort of an event or being on camera in a more professional, like brand, going somewhere, professional manner. This is exactly what I do every single day. I just give a little bit of shape, all right? Now what we are going to do though is we're going to go into the highlighter in this palette, which is the center one. And I'm just going to use on a smaller brush. This is the Morphe 510. And I'm not going to use a lot because this palette is so beautiful. It looks like skin. Look how pretty that is. But you can't apply too much, so just be really light-handed with this. Pretty, right? Just want a soft glow. I'm going to take the same brush that we used for the bronzer and go right into that blush. Again, this is why I love it. These blushes that they have are very pigmented. I think they've done a nice job. They have a slight shift to them, so nothing overly glowy. That's just really beautiful, healthy flush. But they are pigmented, so you are going to get a lot for your money. You don't have to double dip in here to get the effect that you're wanting. And it is just, and this brush, by the way, is a Sigma F15. I talk about this a lot. Okay, so to finish off, I love these two products. Okay, obviously. So what we're going to do is we're going to first put on the Sephora Collection Lip Stories. This is $8, all right? $8. And this is in number 6. Yes, number 6. And it's a beautiful nude color. If you're looking for good lip liners, Elle and Flower Beauty have some amazing, cost-effective lip liners. And then since glossy lips are back in for 2019, this is one of my staples that I absolutely love. I would hope that this would be part of their traditional mainstream collection. This is the Havana Camellia Cabello L'Oreal Collection Lip Gloss. And again, I'll put it in the description box because the name is not on it, but it is a beautiful, juicy, non-sticky lip gloss that really makes the lips look nice and full. And it has a slight pink color to it, so it really enhances any nude color that you're going for because it gives that shite, that slight pink color to it. All right, love, so here is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. That was super fun for me to do. Honestly, these products that I just kind of accumulated here next to me perform just as good as any high-end products that I have used. They're fantastic and definitely ones that if you want to try them out, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment below and let me know if you want me to do a high-end luxury version of this and if you want me to do a skincare version of this as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Lots of love from me to you. Bye, loves. I was gonna get up, so see if you stayed to the end. You are fantastic and I love you. I wanted to get up real close so you guys can see the breakdown of the eye, how it turned out, and how the skin looks. A little lip. Isn't that brow product so fantastic? And if I was to use a spray, you know, I don't love the alcohol setting sprays, but a spray from the drugstore would be the Pixie's Glow Mist. That is one of my favorite go-tos, but I don't feel like I need it. I have a lot of glow going on. Super fun. All right, bye.